direct to you, Bill, because everybody used the word grace, but you used it the most. In a denomination that categorically excludes queer people from ministry, from marriage, where is the grace in that? And then a follow-up is, in 2012, at General Conference, there was a vote, like grace was available to all, and it passed. Like grace, in fact, is available to all, but it passed 53 to 47. So where is the grace in categorical exclusion? And if I can, and sort of piggybacking too on what Kennetha said, you're in a congregation where you're the first African American woman to serve, or you were allowed to enter that position so people could learn that you were competent and honorable and faithful. So where is grace?
Amy, I've never met you. I hope to. Oh yeah, may I meet you afterwards? I'd like to meet you. I don't think I've ever met you. And I want to say thank you for that question. Very briefly, grace is our ideal. That's our theological commitment. We as Wesleyan Arminians have two axes of theological commitments. One is holy love and the other is grace. And they really come together in all that we do. So I know this will not be very satisfying, but for me, a gracious, loving response is to hold commitments to what we believe are scriptural and traditional truths. And that's where I am. So to your question, yeah, that grace is there, but we also, I mentioned convicting and justifying grace, transforming grace. All those things are something that are part of our message too.
And I'll speak to your part of the question toward me. Yes, there's a difference in terms of race and gender and homosexuality, because we're still dealing and grappling with sexism and racism in the church. However, it's not codified in our discipline. The difference in terms of the matters that we're discussing here is that these matters are codified in our discipline. And that is, with the Connectional Table legislation, the effort is to move us a little bit beyond the disciplinary piece so that we can begin to get people in the context of relationship to grapple with these things. I can tell you that reconciliation happens in relationships. It does not happen in rules.
Thank you. Next question.